Assalamu alaikum. The Quran in Arabic is glorious because of the masterful use of Arabic language. We can only get the true message if we are familiar with Arabic language. Let us start today's lesson. Today, inshallah, we will study ayat 168 to 176 of Surah Al-Baqarah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
يا أيها الناس كلوا مما في الأرض حلالا طيبا ولا تتبعوا خطوات الشيطان إنه لكم عدو مبين.
O mankind, you eat from what is in the earth of lawful good things, and do not follow the footsteps of Shaitan. Indeed, he is to you a clear enemy. Kulu, this is the imperative verb, which is in Arabic called amr. In this, it is the command that you eat from the earth, halal, and tayyiban, the lawful good things. La tattabi'u, this la is la nahiya, is an order for doing for not doing something. Tattabi'u, not follow the footsteps, khutuwat shaitan's footsteps. Inna, this is for emphasis. Indeed, udu, this is enemy, and mubin is clear. Kulu, this is the imperative word in which there is a command that you eat from the lawful good or clean things, and this word is mamuz, and mamuz is that word which has got at least one hamza in the three letter, and there is a nice way of constructing the imperative verb. Tattabi'u, this is form 8, imperfect verb, juicy mood. The la nahiya makes the word juicy mood, and it becomes the order that you do not follow the footsteps of shaitan. It is in form 8, alif is added to the first radical and ta after it, and it has the it refers to make oneself do something with some efforts. It is a lot of efforts required to not to follow shaitan. Mubin, this is form 4, and it is telling that it is the clear enemy of the mankind, shaitan. Ayat 169.
إنما يأمركم بالسوء والفحشاء وأن تقولوا على الله ما لا تعلمون.
He only commands you to do the evil and the shameful, and that you say for Allah what you do not know. This is shaitan who commands you to do this. Innama, this is inna is for emphasis, and together with ma actually is a preventive ma. It stops inna from making the coming word accusative. Sui, this is evil act, fashai, shameful act, and you say something which you don't know about Allah. Ayat 170.
وإذا قيل لهم اتبعوا ما أنزل الله قالوا بل نتبع ما ألفينا عليه آباءنا أولو كان آباؤهم لا يعقلون شيئا ولا يهتدون.
And when it is said to them, follow what Allah has sent down, they say, nay, we will follow what we found our forefathers on it. It is even though their forefathers were not understanding anything, nor they receiving guidance. Qila, this is passive word. Iza is the conditional particle. Shart, we call it in Arabic. Itabu, this is Bab 8. This is Form 8, which has been used, and it is to follow what, and it is Fil Amal. This is an order that you follow what Allah has sent down. Anzala, sent down by Allah. And Qalu, they say, Nattabi'u, we will follow what our forefathers has been following. Alfaina is form 4. Na is used for we. Ola, this is even though their forefathers have not understanding anything. La is for no. Yaqilun, intellect. They don't understand anything. Shay'a, la yahtadun, and they are not on the guidance. Iza, it is zarf with a conditional meaning, and it is used with the perfect verb, and the condition was that whenever it is said to them to follow what has been sent down by Allah. Qila, this is a passive perfect verb, and it is weak adjust as well. Example I give: the first radical gets dhamma and the pre-final radical gets kasra. From qatala, he killed, will become qutila, he was killed. So qala is a perfect verb. We will, as I say, he said. And when you say qila, that means that it was said to them. Nattabi'u, ittabi'u, these are form 8. Ittabi'u is imperative verb when it is said to them to follow. It is an order from God to follow what has been sent down by Allah. Noon over here is for first person plural. We will follow what has been our forefathers has been following. And in form 8, it's a nice way of constructing the imperative verb. So you go through it, inshallah, it will be benefit your Arabic language. Form 8, it refers to make oneself do something with some effort. By now we should understand this, and to follow what has been sent by God is needs a lot of efforts, and even following what the forefathers have been doing needs a lot of effort. Yahtadun, this is also form 8, and this is for if even their forefathers. La has been used for no. Yahtadun is guidance if their forefathers are not even on the guidance. Anzala and Alfaina, these are form 4, and in form 4 you do something action which is very personal to you. So to follow forefathers or to follow what has been sent by Allah is the personal efforts. Anzala is the action of Allah Ta'ala that He has sent down what we should follow, and Alfaina, and they follow what their forefathers are doing. Ayat 171.
ومثل الذين كفروا كمثل الذي ينعق بما لا يسمع إلا دعاء ونداء صم بكم عمي فهم لا يعقلون.
And the example of those who disbelieved is like the one who shouts at but do not hear except calls and cries, deaf, dumb, and blind, so they do not understand. Over here, this kaf is for similarity preposition, and la is for no, and they don't listen except when you call somebody, and like the animals, they don't hear except that you are shouting or you are calling them. Summum, bukmum, umyun, deaf, dumb, and blind. These are the plurals of feminine plurals. We will see it later on, inshallah. La yaqilun, and they don't understand. Yaqilun, aqala, yaqilun. Duan and nida, they are two verbal nouns. The verbal noun, we call it masdar in Arabic, is the verb minus the tense and the subject. Like dakhala means he entered, and yudkhulu means he is entering or he will enter, but the whole means entry, and this the whole is the verbal noun. Similarly, nida, this is from 3, verbal noun, and there is a little difference in formatting it, because the pattern is fi'alun, but this hamza, ya, is changed to hamza because it is a weak naqis verb. And the verbal noun, as we discussed, is a verb without the tense plus giving the meaning of the verb. In Arabic, the verbal noun has many patterns. We learned one of these, and it is fa'ulun. Example: khuruj, exit; sujood, prostration; ruku, raka, ruku, genuflection, ruku karna; sitting, julus, from jalasa. The verbal noun is a word that does the function of a verb in terms of meaning, but the rules of the verb do not apply to it. Sumum, bukmun, umyun, these are the nominative, plural, indefinite nouns. These are the plurals. A lot of details has been given regarding or rather all the details have been given for plural of nouns and adjective, sound plural, broken plural, and this is all we have. How they are sound masculine plurals are made, the sound feminine plurals are made, and then there are broken pronouns which are widely used in Arabic. There are more than 20 patterns. Some of the patterns have been discussed over here. And when we come to our part, this is actually the feminine adjectives of Allah. These do not take the feminine plural ending, that is the ta ending, but are pluralized irregularly through the structure fulun. So over here, the structure of umyun, sumyun, or bukmyun is fulun. On this pattern, it has been made. Ayat 172.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا كلوا من طيبات ما رزقناكم واشكروا لله إن كنتم إياه تعبدون.
O you who have believed, eat from the good things that we have provided for you, and be grateful to Allah if you are worshipper of Him alone. Ayyahu, alone. Before it was Ya ayyuhan nasu, now it is Ya ayyuhal lazina amanu. Amanu is form 4, and this is from those people like us who have believed. Kulu is imperative verb. We discussed before also, and there is an order that you eat good things, tayyibat, you eat from the good things. Razaqna, na over here is for Allah, and kum is for us. You is the provision which has been provided by Allah. And washkuru, this is again imperative verb in command that you be grateful to Allah. In is the conditional particle. If you are ta'budun from abada, if you are worshipper of Allah alone. Amanu is form 4, a perfect verb, and in form 4, the action is performed by yourself, and it is now from Amina, and it is written like in 3 ways, and it is the plural for use for those people who believed. Kulu, this is a imperative verb in which there is a command, you eat. This word is mahmuz. Any letter of the verb, if it is Hamza, it is called mahmuz. The constructions become different, but the meanings remains the same. Over here, imperative verb is used, so the construction has been given over here. Imperative verb is an order or a command which is called amr in Arabic, is a form which signifies a command like go, sit, get up, normally used for ordering person in front of you. And Allah is telling you, washkuru, that you should be grateful, lillahi, Allah ke liye, who has provided you the risk or the provision for living in this world. Ayyahu, over here, who is the attached pronoun. It cannot stand alone. It has to be attached to other word. Ayah over here has been used to make it attached to it, and it has no meaning. Pronouns are either separate or attached. The separate pronouns are independent, are not attached to any other word. They also occur after illah. The attached pronouns are not independent, but they are always attached to other words. Let's go and see the table. Over here, the separate pronoun, this is masculine and this is feminine. As we know that in Arabic, there is singular, dual, and plural. This is singular, dual, and plural. Huwa will always come as separate. Huma comes as both attached and separate. Who comes as attached only. This is for he. For you, this has been used over here. Anta and zawjuka. Anta is you with separate, and ka is being used with zawjuka, and it is attached pronoun. Hum comes with both. Hiya comes separate for singular. Ha comes with attached, and these two are also used in both ways. For second person, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna. They are absolutely different as compared to the attached pronoun. Attached pronoun will be ka, kuma, kum, ki, kuma, kunna. And for the first person, ana and nahnu are the two separate pronouns. They never come attached. Ya and na comes as the attached pronouns. Just go through it and you will find good information. And if you remember this, then it will be easy to understand the pronouns, inshallah. Ayat 173.
إنما حرم عليكم الميتة والدم ولحم الخنزير وما أهل به لغير الله فمن اضطر غير باغ ولا عاد فلا إثم عليه إن الله غفور رحيم.
He has only forbidden for you dead animals, blood, the meat of swine, and that has been dedicated therefrom to other than Allah. But whoever is forced by necessity, without being disobedient and not being aggressive, so there is no sin on him. Indeed, Allah is most forgiving and most merciful. Inna is a emphasis particle, and ma is the preventive ma, which is and together the meaning is only. This is the only things which are Allah has forbidden, or we call it haram for all the Muslims. Harama, it is form 2, And in Form 2, it is the message is stronger and intense. Maytata, the dead animals, dama, the blood, lahm al-khinziri, meat of swine, and anything which has been dedicated in the name of somebody else except Allah. So you can only on the food take the name of Allah or dedicate it to only Allah. Faman surah, man is a conditional particle, but if the condition is that you don't have the intention of being aggressive, disobedient, or out of you are in a condition that it is a necessity to eat something, then it is there is no sin on you. Inna Allah Rahim, the emphatic particle inna, Ghafur Rahim, the most forgiving and most merciful. But He will forgive only those who will ask for forgiveness. Harrama, this is Form 2, perfect verb. And in the Form 2, it is causative or intensive, makes stronger or more intense the meaning. Vella, this is Form 4, a passive perfect verb. If you dedicate or take the name of somebody else when you are slaughtering, then this is forbidden or haram for us. Ittura, this is Form 8, passive perfect verb, and it's a slightly different way of making it, because if uh, the first radical is sad, da, ta, or za, then the letter ta of Form 8, because in Form 8, alif is added before first radical and ta after it. So this ta is then changed to ta. One thing it should be clear, that if you have no intention of disobeying Allah, and it is a necessity to for you to save your life, then you can eat from these things. Otherwise, they are totally haram. Man, this is a conditional noun and juicy particle. The conditions that if you are forced by necessity and you don't have the intention of disobeying, then you can eat from these things also. Ayat 174.
إن الذين يكتمون ما أنزل الله من الكتاب ويشترون به ثمنا قليلا أولئك ما يأكلون في بطونهم إلا النار ولا يكلمهم الله يوم القيامة ولا يزكيهم ولهم عذاب أليم.
Indeed, those who conceal what Allah has sent down in the book and they sell it for a little price, those do not eat in their stomach except fire, and Allah will not speak to them on the day of judgment, nor will He purify them, and for them is an extremely painful punishment. Inna is the word of emphasis, and yaktumuna, this conceal what anzala, for Form 4, it is what Allah has sent down in the book. Yashtaruna, they sell. Form 8, bihi, samanan qalila, qalil, very small, samanan price. Ulaika ma yakuluna, they ma over here is harfu negative particle. No, over here it is relative pronoun. Yakuluna, they eat in their stomach, butun nehim, so except fire. And da over here is also a negative particle. Yukallimuhumullah, Allah will not speak to them on the day of Qiyamah, the judgment, day of judgment. And la yuzakki, they will not purify them, and for them there is extremely painful punishment. Alimun is the uh, is the adjective for azabun. Yashtaruna, form 8, imperfect verb, and this is that you sell, and it refers to make oneself do something with some effort. So you need efforts to sell the anything. Yukallimuhum, yuzakki, both they are form 2, and in form 2 it is causative or intensive, and make stronger or more intense the meeting. So Allah will not speak on the day of judgment, and Allah will not purify. Alimun, this is a noun of intensity, and it has been used for the punishment. Extremely painful punishment will be given, and those nouns though are in on the pattern of these are a noun of intensity. Ayat 175.
أولئك الذين اشتروا الضلالة بالهدى والعذاب بالمغفرة فما أصبرهم على النار.
Those who have purchased error for guidance and punishment for forgiveness. So how patient will they be on the fire? They have purchased error, huda or hidayat, guidance, azab, punishment for instead of maghfirah, that is for forgiveness. Fama asbarahum alannar, fama asbarahum, this asbara is a verb of wonder. We will discuss now in detail. Fama asbarahum, fa is a resumption particle, ma is indefinite complete noun, asbara is verb of wonder, and inside it is the subject hidden huwa, and whom is the object, this ma. Now we have studied, we just revised. There is ma, which is a negative particle which will appear in this color, and there is ma with interrogative noun which also appears in the same color. Because there are so many ma's that I was unable to, because all the negative particles, they are basically appearing in this color, and in this color are the special negative particles. Ma, relative pronoun, this is ism mawsool, it receives the information in a subjective clause. Ma is also conditional particle, this appear in this color, and innama we have discussed in the previous two ayats. The meaning is only, and it is preventive ma. And now this is another ma, and this ma is called indefinite complete noun. This ma is a noun, and it is used in the place of the word shayun, thing, or something similarly abstract. It is used in very particular situation, such as before a verb expressing astonishment, that is the verb of wonder. In Arabic we call it fi'l ta'ajjub. Here this verb is asbara, hence the translation is how patient will they be, expressing astonishment at the utter stupidity of the heedless disbelievers. Asbara, this is the verb of wonder, and in this the pattern is that with fa'ala, hamza is added, and the fa kalma gets the sukoon. And it also appears, as it has appeared over here, in the form of alahu, that the object is also attached to it, and in this case it can be any pronoun or it can be any noun. Ayat 176.
ذلك بأن الله نزل الكتاب بالحق وإن الذين اختلفوا في الكتاب لفي شقاق بعيد.
That is because indeed Allah has sent down the book with the truth, and indeed those who differ in the book are surely in a rift far away. The Anna is showing the reason for what has been discussed in the previous ayats. Nazzal al-Kitaba, Allah has sent down the book with the truth. Nazzala, two, form two, in which there is the reasoning and the intensity. Innal lazina ikhtalafu, this is form 8. Ikhtalafu, they differ in the book, whatever is given in the book. Lafi shiqaqin baid, lam, this over here is for emphasis, and shiqaq is the verbal noun for form 3, and they have surely be far away, baid, far away gone in the rift. Inna and anna are the particles resembling the verb, and they are inna is the emphatic particle, and the remaining anna, kana, lakinna, laita, walalla, these are all the sisters of inna. And inna comes in the beginning of the sentence, and anna come in between the sentence. And over here example is giving innal kitaba sahlun wa'lamu anna Allah shadidul iqab. They both signifies emphasis, and we translate indeed, surely, or no doubt. After the introduction of inna and anna in the nominal sentence, the mubtada is now called ismu inna, noun of inna or anna, and the predicate khabar is called predicate or khabar inna or anna. The noun become accusative mansub. Ikhtalafu, this is form 8, and they differ in what is in the book, and for this actually one have to do a lot of efforts, and form 8 is used for this purpose. Shiqaq, this is the verbal noun which is called masdar in Arabic, and in form 3 the first radical alif is added after the first radical of the 3-letter verb, and this implies that there is someone or something else present, and that the action is performed upon him or her. So they were this over here, the action is that in the rift they have gone very far away. Alhamdulillah, we finished our lesson today. The PDF file link is there in the description. Click on it. It will generate a request for access. Click on the request, then the message will come to me, and then I will give you the permission. The PDF file is very important. It has got a lot of information. Please read to really understand the language.